You know what time it is. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha, and I am bringing it to you hot. So, sometimes I like to bring you guys, something a little different and, post some questions and stuff like that, just because I just feel like, sometimes that's what we need. So I'll be doing a little bit of that during this segment, but I got some updates for you guys about a couple different things. So we had been speaking about, and I'm opening with it, so don't even start with your because y'all know what time it is. It is the Tory show for the next 3 minutes. So the media is going wild right now because Tory Lanez mugshot looks like his high school picture.
Oh, no.
He is smiling and the people are upset. They are upset with Tory. They don't want Tory to be smiling in his mugshot. Listen, the man is being cut a raw deal right now. And he's going through a lot. If he chooses to smile through his transgressions, who are we to judge? Like, we got to cut this out as a people. But I'm going to tell you, I went and looked at the picture and I roared. He is too funny. Listen. We know I have my opinion about this Tory Lanez thing. I feel how I feel. I do not feel like he shot that lady, but I do feel like he is a man and tried to do what he had to do in order to try and make the situation right. And I feel like for everybody to do what they're supposed to do, or at least have proper legal representation to defend themselves when it comes time, because he knew the media was going to drag them through this. Yeah. But, I don't think that $1 million is enough bribe money. And that's why I really feel like it was just enough to pay the lawyers. So I don't know. I don't feel like that means that he's guilty. And that's really how I feel. They said they made Michael Jackson pay, but he wasn't guilty. So I just feel like it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. In the infamous words of the baby. It is what it is. So in other entertainment news, you always have to be a little bit careful about how you're doing things. You really do. Because it could truly come back to bite you in the behind. But Kim Kardashian's former PR strategist reveals that the infamous flower bomb incident back in the days was actually a publicity stunt, that it was not real.
Oh, wow.
I am tripping right now. So I don't know if y'all remember the incident, but this was in 2012. And in this moment, Kim was on a red carpet and she was actually doused with a bag of flour. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to tell you, and you guys will say, oh no, but when I saw it, I knew that it was fake because they made sure not to hit her in the face with it. They knew not to hit her in the face with the flour. They just threw it on the back of her hair and on her jacket and stuff. And they were like calling themselves whisking her away. But nobody ain't trying to grab these people. Nobody ain't trying to chase after them. They hit her with the flour and walked away. And you know what? That's not true. They didn't walk. They sauntered.
Sauntered.
They did like 3 skips and they were out the door. And she went out in the same direction as them. Does that sound right?
But I don't understand why. What's the advantage of getting flower bombed? Just publicity? Just people talk about it?
It's to make people be more empathetic over you. So she already had a bad rap, and her name has been in several circles for not so reputable things. I actually just watched a clip the other day of an interview. I think it might have been Ayanla. No, it was Barbara Walters. And Barbara Walters says to them, well, you guys are, famous for what? because none of you have any or do anything. None of you sing, none of you act. You're basically famous for what? And so this brings me to it where I feel like she's only been known for this sex tape, and they had a pretty just negative outlook about the family and who they are. And I think they wanted to make the people's heart go out to her a little bit. So, Kim was attacked, but Kim was also attacked in Paris and robbed in Paris. And then they said that was a stunt too. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Kardashians. You're on mute, King.
Yeah, because the one in Paris, like that one, well, that was a stunt. They did that one real well because it's like because the way Kanye was talking about it, the way even because I think after the fact there was even something on Netflix with the guys who actually did the robbery. So it was like I don't know. I feel that one was the real. Like I don't know that the flower thing. I feel that really
I heard it was a stunt. I did hear that it was. Yeah, I heard it was a stunt. Actually, I'm gonna pull it back up, but I think somewhere something happened and it was Lamar Odom, I think, that said it. He was like, nah, that was a stunt. But yeah, Lord, Kardashians, y'all just got to find another way. We all.
No, but I find it's good that people are starting to call these things out because it's like there's I think there should be some level of talent or entertainment that you provide to the world. I think just being famous for just having numbers sake is kind of whack, but that's I'm looking to go back to the real. Like I'm trying to get people to see the value in the real again. I'm trying to encourage people to start meeting each other in person and having phone conversations again. Like I'm trying to while the world is going super fast and moving forward, I'm trying to move forward into technology and creating more space for people. I'm trying to get people back together and going back to the real. And that also includes real talent, real entertainment. So
yes, and it forces us to keep it 100, and that's what needs to be happening out here. And if you do a publicity stunt, let it be something that's that really uplifts you. Why does everybody got to be sad for you in the moment someone threw a bag of flour on you?
Drama sells, drama sells more than anything.
I just caught your yawn, P.
Yeah. They're contagious, And
we're not in the same room right now, y'all. We're actually on a video call. So I can't believe I just caught that yawn. That was crazy.
I love it.
Yes.
This is power of live podcasting and radio, guys. You guys get it. Well, live, whatever. You guys already know. We keep it 100 with you guys. We keep it 100.
At all times. So one of my favorite rappers who I've loved forever, and I hope that one day soon that he hears this, because I heard that he recently got a divorce from his TV wife, Bambi, but Lil Scrappy is single right now. Y'all don't get no ideas because this one is mine. I done already picked him for myself.
Oh my God.
Lil Scrappy is single, y'all.
Wait, wasn't Lil Scrappy on one of those shows, one of those reality shows, trying to work on his relationship? Didn't work out?
Oh, no, I don't know. They think they worked on it, but Bambi is a tough character. She just never looks happy. This is a woman that just always has her face in a kerfuffle. It's like, my gosh, homegirl. I often think that she just doesn't oil her face at night.
Oh, gosh, Kiyha.
I just don't think that she's doing the black lady routine. I just feel like she's going to end up looking old soon because her face is always wrinkled. Like, you got to get this together, sister. Like, she just never is happy. And I'm sure she's probably one of the hardest women to please ever. When I watch her on the show, unless they just always shed the bad light on her, she is a whole mess. But I would have broke up with her a long time ago if it was up to me, because I love Scrappy, but not because I love him, but because she is just so mean and he's just trying to be happy. So, ciao.
Well, R.I.P. to that relationship.
I think she's still going to be in a relationship with Mama D, though, because Mama D is a pimp and she ain't letting none of her hoes go. So I feel like she got 3 babies right now for Scrappy, and Mama D is heavily invested. I was just watching a couple of episodes actually with them while they were still together. And although I do believe in the institution of marriage, I do believe that if it's fruitless, then it's time to leave. No pun intended. But you see what I did with that there? Yeah.
Yeah, true. Got it.
Jokes. So I feel like they're great right now. Oh. So Mariah Carey is reportedly fighting for primary custody of the twins with Nick Cannon and claims that Nick barely sees them because of his busy schedule. And, you know, in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of talk. Now that people have been fussing about how many kids Nick has, they were talking about him not being able to spread himself far enough for his children. And my experience with this is just like, you know what? You can't always listen to what the media is saying. But you can definitely tell that there's some women with some hurt feelings out there after his recent Christmas photos with all of his children, minus a few.
Ooh.
And the baby mamas kind of made posts like, hey, we ain't mad. You know, like he's barely over here anyways. I believe that Nick Cannon has the ability to do more, but to whom much is given, much is required. So the man is going to have to go to work. You know, he has to take care of the business. And yeah, he's getting a lot of kids, but half of those kids are very, very tiny right now. And I'm sure he sees them enough for them to know that that's their daddy. And he'll be able to put some real time in them, especially into them once they get a little bit bigger. But right now, he has to set the foundation for them, unless they don't mind being poor children when they get older.
Stop it. But
it's true.
Okay, wait. Who's baby mom number one? Is it Mariah?
Mariah. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's number one.
Okay, so all right. So then that explains a lot. All right.
Yeah, she's mother to Moroccan and Monroe.
Moroccan and Monroe. Dope names, we gotta say.
Yeah, Moroccan and Monroe, and they call them Rock and Roll.
Rock and roll. That is hilarious. And okay, so wait, he's at how many children now? I'm trying to Google this right now.
Yes, like 12, I think. Somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, all right.
Somewhere
Nick
around 12.
Cannon children. All right, go ahead. Let's see.
They actually did a breakdown online and kind of did like a family tree breakdown. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I think I just seen that.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. We got to share. We'll be sharing these on our page for you guys.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about Sheryl Lee Ralph. Sheryl Lee Ralph is really the real deal Holyfield, and I'm gonna tell you why. When being interviewed, she does not hesitate to talk her truth. And during a Golden Globe red carpet stop through, they asked her, what would she tell her 15-year-old self after knowing what she knows now? And she says, there's nothing wrong with your nose. There's nothing wrong with your skin. There's nothing with the way that your hair grows out of your head. And there's definitely nothing wrong with your lips. Mm. And because there's someone called the Kardashians that will pay tens of thousands of dollars for your lips, I just want you to know that you need to hang in there. You're good.
Wow. Talk about it.
When I listened to her say the words, I knew that she felt like it was very important to say that so that these young girls can get it together. But have you seen some of these pictures with these ladies with these BBLs on these chicken legs? Oh,
you mean those the fake buttocks that they're putting into and standing on twigs?
Well, in Barbados, they call them mock boxy.
What do they call them?
I prefer to call it mock boxy because the boxy is mock.
Okay.
Fake.
Right.
Don't. They say why all these women out here got all this mock boxy. This thing here is like real crazy. Is denting in one spot. This one is big and high. This one is low. The legs on it look like you to take something and sticking it up in some sticks and some Play-Doh. It's bad.
Man.
It's very bad.
Some bad jobs out there. Shucks.
Oh, no. And I want to encourage those who share the show with your young children, just be mindful of what we're showing them so that they don't have these false images in their head about, who they're supposed to be because, your children are watching. I had a friend of mine say to me, her children came to ask her, why does she always wear wigs? Does she not have hair? Mm-hmm. And she does have hair. But the children are concerned. And so she ended up taking off her wigs to show the children and wear her natural hair to show the children that she had hair. But she was concerned that her eldest child was thinking that she doesn't love herself. And that's hiding her hair. And her child came and told her that she was good enough.
Wow. Yeah, this is a new generation, eh? Like, this is a generation. They're thinkers, they're feelers, they're guides. That's really deep, though, for your child to come and tell you that, though.
Is that scary?
Yeah, that's deep.
She said it, and I was weak. I literally had goosebumps, and I'm like sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh no. And I said to her, I said, if you don't get this together, eventually, once he gets older, you may see that he might not date in his race because of this, because you are not showing him that and showing them that you love yourself. So we have to be mindful of what we're doing to ourselves and why our children would think these different things about us. So Sheryl Lee Ralph, shout out to that sister for keeping it all the way real and sparking this thought process, because we truly do have to get a new order with our self-love. You're supposed to be loving on you, and everybody's supposed to know it. It should never be confused whether or not you got it in for you or not. So let's keep that in mind when functioning on a daily basis, guys. You the shit, girl. You the
talk
shit.
About it.
Y'all better act like y'all know.
Just taking a quick positive cause, just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of HJCourtierAuto.com. That's HJCourtierAuto.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to that next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-de-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other.
But in that, I've also seen something recently that tripped me out. But I seen a young man who actually went to Turkey for a beard transplant. So men are doing these things too, and it's a thing. So
did you say a beard transplant? Like your chin?
Yeah, some guys' beard doesn't grow in, so he actually got his goatee done. It is lopsided. I don't know why they didn't measure it properly, but they did him up. And after, I guess, poking him with all of the hair follicles and putting them into in his chin and stimulating him, his chin has kind of swole up like Quagmire, but they assure him that it'll go down.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. When the swelling goes down, that he's going to be fine.
Right.
So we had spoken maybe about a month ago, where, we're talking about the BBLs, but guys are now getting BDLs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn,
so apparently,
you got all the sauce. Jeez.
Yeah. So apparently guys are actually having a little liposuction done, and they're getting it injected in their male genitalia.
Okay.
And so is the new BBL for men. So it's a BDL, and they are actually apparently winning right now. This is changing the life of a lot of men. So women, be looking for a lot of secure guys out there.
Yeah, guys with their head held high.
Oh, absolutely. Guys that you just believe ain't got no reason to be. You don't know what he did over the week.
Okay. All right. So when you run into brothers whose confidence is on a million, you understand why.
Check yourself before y'all wreck y'all. We don't know what he did over the weekend.
Right.
But I want to talk about recently, Hip Hop Video World did a little, I guess, a survey on Billboard and Vibe, right? And they are ranking the top 50 rappers of all time.
Okay.
Now, I don't have the entire list, but I'm just flabbergasted that they put Rick Ross at number 50 and Reverend Run at number 49. Can somebody explain?
Reverend Run, he's of all time rappers?
Man, listen, I just want to lay down on the floor. My stress level.
I don't think we could put much weight into this. Weren't we talking last week or week before about how was that other top whatever didn't mention Celine Dion as one of the top, like I can't remember what was a Rolling Stone or something crazy, like they did, like the top I don't know, like I think it was 100 vocalists or 500 vocalists or some crazy number, and Celine Dion didn't even make the list. Like it was like, oh, disrespect. I don't know. I don't put much weight into these things anymore. I'll never have. Never.
Oh no. First of all, I just want to know who does this. Who did this? We need to go to the higher ups about this, because how dare y'all? I had told y'all, because I don't want to say I'm obsessed, but I am intrigued with Lori Harvey's story.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like I know what I'm looking at, but then at other times, I'm just not sure. Now, maybe this was an awkward picture that they caught of her and her new beau, Damson Idris.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the relationship is fake.
Okay, I'm listening.
I think the relationship is fake, and I think that they're using it as a way for him to come up. Now, I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. Nah, let me tell the truth. I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
I was going to say. Mm-hmm.
All the stuff that we know about the Illuminati, all the stuff that I be telling you about, that they say that when you enter the Illuminati, when you get chosen to be a part of the quote unquote Illuminati pawns, what you may get chosen for is to help initiate or to bring out another actor or entertainer or athlete. But this is what a lot of their jobs are. So those that are in the media and you don't really know why they're there, sometimes that's why they're there. They're recruiters. Young, pretty, that kind of thing. And I do believe that Lori Harvey is amongst these mermaids. I think that she's one of the people that are calling the people with her voice off the boat. She's the one. She's one of the ones. back in the days, I'm going to come back to this because I just want y'all to understand because I want to be able to land this point. So back in the days, there was a young girl named Tiffany Thompson. Do you guys remember her?
Tiffany Thompson. Name sounds familiar, but go true.
The song that she did was called Promise Ring.
Okay.
Yes, I'll rock your promise ring.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
You remember who she did that song with?
No.
Ciara.
Ciara?
Yeah, Ciara was on the she's the artist who brought her out.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. Promise ring. Okay, right. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, Tiffany Thompson.
Tiffany Evans.
Tiffany Evans. You know, I'm horrible with names. Tiffany Evans. If you go and look it up, Tiffany Evans talking about the Illuminati. She made one song and disappeared off the face of the earth for a very long time. And we still really haven't seen this sister. Now, a couple of years I talked about her and making a point, but I got to say this about this young lady. She made a video talking about the Illuminati and how they send your favorite artist to come and recruit you. But you don't really know when you first go in that it's for devil worshiping, that it's all for the bad. And then she was blacklisted from Hollywood because she kind of ousted Ciara for being one of those people. That it's not required for Ciara to be a great singer. Ciara wants to be an artist, and she has made a pledge to bring in others. And one of the people that she was bringing in was this girl, Tiffany Evans. So we know that Damson Idris is pretty famous on his own. However, not at the echelon that I believe that maybe he wants to be at. And who better to bring him into the fold than Lori Harvey? You know, Steve Harvey, we have seen some videos of him that surfaced this summer of him pretty much telling people, just don't say that around him if you're talking about the Illuminati, and then saying pretty much, you know, people got to do what they got to do.
Yeah, he's always been like that, though. He's always been about whatever, yo. He's down to do whatever he's got to do.
Oh, yes. Yes. So I am watching for what's going to happen because I see Damson Idris posting her all over his social media, but I don't really see it from her page. But I will say there was a party recently and Drake, Damson Idris, and Michael B. Jordan were all pictured together. Wow. I don't know what is going on out here, but I'm telling you, we need to just watch this a little bit more closely, and I'm going to come up with more information about that shortly. Kanye West secretly married the Yeezy architect Bianca Censori.
What? Wait, what?
I don't know if this is true or not, but they're saying that Kanye West, don't quote me, y'all, but Kanye West, they said, is married. And that he secretly married Yeezy's designer, Bianca Censori, in a secret ceremony on Thursday. And that he was spotted wearing a wedding band on his ring finger, though it is unclear if the pair actually filed the marriage certificate to make the union legally binding. But I'm tripping out right now. We haven't seen Kanye in a couple of weeks, guys. I don't know for those of y'all who have been aware, who've been following it, you know that Kanye has been missing out of the media for about 3 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything from Kanye. All of the information that I've been giving you guys was stuff up to the moment, but it's been a second now, and Kanye has been untrackable anywhere on media or in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out. Go and check back it. No one has seen Kanye in a long time. And then this resurfaces. And I don't know how this is going to work itself out, but I need to see Kanye West's face because I need to know if this is the real Kanye. Because this is it. And I don't know if it takes about 3 or 4 weeks to make a clone, or maybe they was making one already. They had already had one in the makings, but Lord have mercy.
Oh, wow. Jeez, yay. I'd like, no. But like that is a concern of mine because they be grabbing people. We don't know what happens. And they come out looking like robots and all this AI going on. Like, I don't even know because that's a whole other thing we didn't even touch on, Lord, how AI is taking over the world.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Going into this next part of the segment, I just have to show some love just because Lisa Marie Presley Michael Jackson's ex-wife has actually passed away at the age of 54.
Oh, no.
Not just Michael Jackson's ex-wife, but Elvis Presley's daughter.
Yeah.
The most famous. So we just want to send a shout out to her and her family. 54 is very young.
It is, man.
54 is very young. So you know the question I'm asking because she died of cardiac arrest. So I'm just gonna keep it there.
Oh yeah, you saying that she was vaccinated and she probably passed away because of that? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I feel so too. It's unfortunate, like, but you know, it is what it is, yo. Like I don't know. There's all kind of weird things passing on online. Anyways, we spoke about it last week as well. Like, anyways, just my heart and prayers and everything goes out to anybody suffering, anybody who's been victims of medical malfunctions.
Yes.
That's where I can put that.
Yes. Less than 10 years ago, Quinta Brunson went from making videos on Instagram to making an acceptance speech at the Golden Globes. Quinta, we love you, girl. Keep up the good work. Quinta be doing it in real life. She is too cute and too funny in real life. Happy birthday, Issa Rae, celebrating her 38th birthday. And, you know, she's an entrepreneur, which she self-proclaimed. She says, entrepreneur means I did it by my goddamn self. And I love her. Yes. So Cameron, rapper Cameron and Mendice's husband of Yandy Smith from Love and Hip Hop, they were pictured in a ballroom in fancy suits at a party, pretty much showing off their fancy footwork. But when I tell you these men are out here cutting acting a whole fool, they dancing like James Brown, they dancing like old men and having a great time. And I sat and I actually laughed for a little while about this because I said, you know what? We just don't have fun anymore the way that we used to as a people. And when you see men out here being this way, some people would say, oh, that's so childish. But I want to say that I love it. I love it. I love to see them in that light. So keep it light, keep it love, guys. And, you know, remember your youth. Remember your youth is very important. Hold on to it and have some fun. This is our time. And this is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. Out.